Can red pill and mgtow guys have girlfriends or wives, whatever? Got two answers to this. First of all, if you're a mgtow guy and you have a wife or a girlfriend, I don't really think you're a mgtow guy. mgtow guys, I mean, I've been in the red pill manosphere, mgtow manosphere, around it, okay, probably for about 7 years now. And from my understanding, I was there when it first became popular. I didn't found it. I didn't help start it, but I was there when it became popular on social media. And from my understanding of mgtow, it's men going their own way. And from what I've gathered, it doesn't really involve women, okay? From what I know about mgtow, it's guys who are walking away from society. They've taken the red pill. They're walking away from women. That is their response to everything that's going wrong with society and women. Okay, is they're walking away. So if you have a girlfriend or you have a wife and you call yourself a mgtow, something's wrong with that. I don't think either you really are confused, or there's other reasons why you've joined mgtow. Now, I will say this. I've met a lot of people in red pill and mgtow communities who are kind of wolves in sheep's clothing. They're really kind of low-key defending women. They're really kind of low-key in there to sort of try to water down the truths that we speak. Now, the last few years, this has, I've noticed that there used to be a lot more of these people in our groups, in our circles, right? You know, there used to be particularly a lot more women. Women really did try to jump on the bandwagon with the MRAs, the honey badgers, mgtow, red pill. They really couldn't do much with mgtow, because when the women tried to go into mgtow, they'd get shouted out, they'd get shouted down, right? That happened. I remember that. Okay, so they couldn't really infiltrate into mgtow. And as far as the red pill, a lot of women, you know, NOLA girl, that one girl, I can't remember her name, but there's a lot of women who call themselves red-pilled women. And really, in my opinion, they're either doing one of two things. They're profiting off of the red pill. A lot of men are profiting off of the red pill too. Okay, I can't lie. But these women are either profiting off the red pill, or they're sort of wolves in sheep's clothing, where they're trying to lessen the effect of the red pill. They're trying to water down the truths of mgtow and the red pill to sort of, hey, you know, not all women are like that. You know, I'm not like that. I'm different. You know, blah, 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 right? A lot of that I've seen in the last 7 years, but particularly the last 3 years, it's sort of died down. Now, in general, social media itself has sort of died down. I think people are sort of starting to go about their lives, and they're not really as concerned, you know, with social media as they used to be. So it used to be a platform for people to just shout out their beliefs or whatever, and it can sway. It's still powerful. Social media can sway someone's opinion. It can change someone's life. You know, if they hear the right truth, they hear the right, which is why, and they know this, these feminists and, you know, unicorns and fake mgtow, fake red pill women, they know this. So they tried to infiltrate and like, oh, I'm different, you know, I'm not like that. And they even, you know, I call them chameleons. They even pretend like they're so red pilled, right? So I've seen a lot of these type of people. in the red pill and mgtow communities, and a lot of men too. And a lot of times you'll talk with them, you'll interact with them, and you'll realize that, yeah, they're still kind of blue pilled. These guys are still kind of, a lot of them think, oh, haha, let me join this mgtow group and let me talk some shit, or let me pretend to be like I'm one of them, or maybe they believe some truths, but they're still not fully red pilled. So you can only go so far, and they'll speak out and they'll say, wait a minute, no, I don't believe that. Not all women are like that. My girl's different. Ooh, right? They've always got something to say. So the thing is this, bottom line, you might not be fully red pilled. You might not, believe everything the red pill guys say. Okay. But what you can't really do is argue against the truths, because the truths stand on their own, first of all. Second of all, you can't really call yourself mgtow if you got a girlfriend or you got a wife. You just can't. Like, mgtow is men going their own way, apart from women. Sorry. That's just what it is. That's the definition. All right? So you're not mgtow if you got a girlfriend or a wife. No. But you can be red pilled if you got a girlfriend or a wife. Rollo Tomasi has a wife. Donovan Sharp has a girlfriend. Okay? Now, are these guys playing into hypergamy? Do these guys admit that they use money and power and influence to play into hypergamy? Yes, I think they do admit that. Am I okay with that? Well, hey, I mean, at least they've admitted it, right? At least they're not like, my girl's different. Like, at least they're congruent with the message that they're speaking. I'll say that. Now, I don't consider myself mgtow. I never did. Or I did for a little while. In about 2013, I thought I was like, yeah, this is what I want to be. I want to walk away from women. Of course, I had a girlfriend at the time. Well, I had a girl I was sleeping with at the time. And I was very hurt by an ex-girlfriend. So, mgtow first came out 2013, or that's when I first, I'm not sure the exact year it came out, but that's when I first, stumbled into it. And I sort of identified with it. But then I realized I don't think I really want to be mgtow. I don't think I want to totally walk away from women. That I don't think that's the answer for me. Not saying there's anything wrong with it for any other guys. Not saying any other guys are wrong for doing it. That's on them. All right. If they want to walk away, hey, I fully support you, and I support the truths that mgtow speak. I don't think anybody, even red pill men, don't speak as high and deep truths as mgtow. I've always said that. But again, I like sex. I fully believe. I would say I'm about 90% mgtow. I'm almost full mgtow as far as like the truths goes, as far as like totally agreeing with everything. Totally agree with all the rip. I'm just not. I just haven't taken that step to walk away. So I can't really call myself mgtow. I agree with everything they say. I just can't call myself that. It's not that I'm holding out and I think I'm going to find someone great, or I think something great is going to happen with, to me. I'm going to meet some girl and she's just going to be different than all the other girls. I don't think that's going to happen. That I'd be blue pilled if I thought that. So no, I'm fully red pill. I just haven't walked away from women. I'm not walking away from women. Like, it's not that I hold out hope to marry one or hold out hope to find love. It's that I got a dick. I'm going to try to get sex. It is what it is, bing, bang, boom. So, that just is what it is. And that's not going to change, because as long as I have a dick, that's not going to change. So I can't fully call myself mgtow. So anybody who goes against that and is like, I got a girlfriend, I got a wife, but I'm still mgtow, like, that guy's an idiot. Like, that's just not what mgtow is. The other thing is, mgtow's not a movement. I still hear guys saying this in mgtow groups. We're not going to be able to change society if we don't come together as men. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not what mgtow is. mgtow is not a movement. It's a philosophy. It's a way of life. It's not a movement. It's not a group per se. So when I say mgtow men, what I mean is men who have adopted and accepted the mgtow philosophy. I don't mean men who are grouped into mgtow, because there's no such thing as that. MGTOW is a philosophy that is very tied into the red pill as its foundation, as its foundational tenets, almost like its constitution. And you just go your own way. That's all. There's no grouping together of MGTOW men. That's not like the only place that happens is like online when you have actual like Facebook groups of MGTOW. That's it. Men aren't coming together and, yeah, we're going to do this and plan to do that. Like, that's not what it is. That's not what MGTOW is, man. And I keep hearing this. I keep hearing guys who think that's what it is and think that's what, you know, they think that's what MGTOW is, and it's just not. It's just not that, man. It's just a philosophy. It's just a philosophy. That's all. It's just a way of life. You've chosen to go your own way. So it's not a movement. It's not a group of men who've come together and they've got some goal in mind. It's just a philosophy that men can or can't accept, do or don't accept. It's for red pill guys. That's all. So you can totally be red pill and not accept MGTOW. You can totally be, that's what I am. I'm full red pill, but I'm not full MGTOW. Cause I like pussy. I'm not gonna walk away from women. So you, like, if any guy is in a MGTOW group talking about, I got a girlfriend, like, what are you doing? You're in the wrong group. You could definitely be in a MGTOW group and say, I'm fucking girls. Like, yeah, you could still be MGTOW and have sex. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. You probably could. So I guess I could say, people could probably say I'm MGTOW, but I don't consider myself MGTOW, right? I just don't. I don't need to. I mean, I just don't think it matters. Like, I'm full red pilled. I might as well be MGTOW because I don't think I'm going to have a relationship. I don't think I'm ever going to get married. All right, so I might as well be MGTOW, but I haven't given up pussy. So if you're in a MGTOW group and you say, "Oh, I got a girlfriend, I got a wife," buddy, you're not MGTOW. You're not MGTOW. You know, I would even go so far as to say, relationships in and of themselves are kind of blue pilled, man. They kind of are. Because you can't be with a woman who's not hypergamous. Female nature doesn't change. You can't be with a woman who doesn't have an agenda. And her agenda pretty much requires you to be blue pilled in a way, which is why my respect and my, how do I put it? My esteem for Rollo Tomasi and guys like Donovan Sharp, it only goes so far, because they talk a good one about all this. You know, they know everything. They know all I think they're fully for men. I really do. I think they fully care about men. I think they've learned the hard way everything they talk about. I think they've been screwed over by women. I think they've learned the hard way about hypergamy and gynocentrism. But yet they fully haven't walked away. They're still with women, you see. And it's not that I think that, hey man, you know, you need to get your dick wet. Hey, if you're in a relationship, that's what you want, okay. But it's not because they know what they know. Like I almost have more respect for blue pill guys because they're ignorant. Because they don't really know that the woman doesn't really love them unconditionally. They don't really know that. They think she does. But they don't know that if they lost their job or, you know, they stopped doing the thing that she was attracted to, then she wouldn't be with him anymore, right? So I almost have more respect for those guys than I do Donovan Sharp or Rollo Tomasi, which is a strange dynamic because these guys did a lot for the red pill and did a lot for men in general, as far as exposing female nature, putting out material. And I still respect, I respect their content. I respect their intelligence within the sphere of what they're talking about. I have no end to respect about that. But when it comes to their personal lives, it's hard. It's hard because it just doesn't quite add up to what they're talking about. It's like, yeah, man, women are hypergamous. Society's gynocentric. Women, want looks, money, status. They want that inherent quality and value in a man, which fulfills their biological imperative to mate. And you know that, right? But yet at the end of the day, you got a woman you love and you probably tell her you love her. Or you got a woman at home and you probably tell her you love her, right? She probably tells you she loves you, but you know better deep down. So it's almost like you're out of the matrix, but you're still kind of in the matrix, right? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I can't tell them what to do with their life. I don't think they're going to tell me what to do with my life, but it is, for me and mine, like, I don't know, man. I couldn't like we all have something in us that wants to be with a woman, but which is the saddest part of the whole thing. It's the saddest part of everything we talk about is that we probably never will find true love, and nobody does. I don't think Rollo Tomasi's wife loves him in a true way. I really don't, because, and even he said in his book, hypergamy doesn't care, man. Hypergamy doesn't care how long you've been with the person. Hypergamy doesn't care all the great memories you have with that person. Hypergamy doesn't care how much chemistry you have. Hypergamy doesn't care. If she finds someone else, a bigger, better deal, and he comes along in the right way at the right time, her loyalty will go out the window. And I think we as red pill men, I think Tomasi knows this. I think Richard Cooper knows this. I think Donovan Sharp knows this. Right? We all know this. Your love is not secure. That woman is not really yours. It's just your turn, and it could be your turn for 20 years. It could be your turn for 30 years. And at any moment, right? Which is why, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could ever get in a real relationship. Because you can't, it's not real. It's not really real. At any moment, she just decides, he's not doing enough for me. It's not, right? Loyalty in this day and age, when women have more power in the dating market, when women they hold control over the board, these horrible women with their crazy standards, I'd be afraid if a woman liked me. I'd be like, damn, like, you know what? Like I actually meet your standards? Like, that's scary. because I know it's not about love. I know it's not about who I really am. For some reason, I just click, right? Which is why playing into hypergamy is silly. It's because you're just setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up for failure. Like, well, Donovan Sharp says, well, I know why my wife, or I know why my girlfriend sticks around. Because I have more value than her. Because I make more money than her. Because she can't get anyone better. It's like, that's cringy. Like, so why would you want her? Right? Okay, if it's just an exchange of sex for value, which is really all relationships really are, okay, like I guess, like at least admit that, like, okay, all right, okay, that's what it is. Then if you're admitting that and that's what you want and you're okay with that, have at it, bro. But for me and mine, I don't know if I'm that shallow. I don't know if I can do that. Like, yeah, this is my fuck doll. She's just here because I got the money. She's just here because I got the value. Also, you got to be careful, man. Even though you might not marry her, they got laws now called common law. If you're living with the girl, she can still get your money, man. Court system is insidious. Horribly insidious. Anyway, that's all I got to say for today. I appreciate you guys listening. It's been Jay Lee with Northwest Podcast. Peace.